Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this Monday morning. We'll get our week started off good with some really good stuff from Panhandle Outdoors. And let's get started with our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at 767-5500 corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 77. From I see those folks for any of your educational or technical needs that you may want to pursue. Now, the weather, we're still in that summer pattern. You know, a lot of times we get those fall fronts and winter fronts that come in as a front. But in the summertime, we get some low pressure areas that sort of form, and you really can't tell where the storms are coming from. I was looking at last week's patterns, and really we got a lot of stuff coming from east to west, and then also from north to south, and then sometimes they just pop up along the coast and then move inland. So we had all, you really never know which way to look in the summertime, but just be aware of it, especially the back end of those thunderstorms we'd mentioned before. When those storms come through, really a lot of lightning and all, a lot of times you think it's subsided, and all of a sudden those back end of those storms will have some pops that are really strong. So just be aware of that. Don't get out there too early to think it's all clearing up. Okay, the temperature today is going to be a high of 88. Low tonight is 76, and water temperature has stayed for about 2 weeks at 86 degrees, so we're comfortable there. Let's take a look at our moon phases. On Monday, we'd like to look at this. We're in a new moon, okay? We've had a good weekend of floundering and all, been some dark nights and everything, and we're back to some new moons forming this week, and next week we're going to start waxing up this week, and next week it'll be getting full about the middle of next week. Okay, so moon phase is always important. Our tides, high tide is 12:57. Right in the middle of the day will be a high tide, 12:57 p.m. and low at 8:05. So right in the middle of the day, you got incoming all morning and outgoing all afternoon. So it'll be ideal. Whichever one you like, you have an ideal opportunity to take advantage of it. The St. Joe high tide, if you're down there scalloping today, a lot of y'all go on Monday, the high tide will be 1:30, then it's going to start going out. And remember, when it starts going out, it gets just a little bit silty and all, and not quite as clear because it's just not as mud and all, just a lot of stuff going through the water. You can't see quite as clear. So afternoon scalloping is usually a little harder than morning scalloping. All right, let's take our first break, and we'll be right back.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
At Panhandle Educators, we offer full-service banking.
We're 5-star rated.
A safe place for your money.
Find us anytime, anywhere.
Or come see us on Highway 77 north of the mall. On the east side, across from Rutherford High School.
Come see us at the beach on R. Jackson Boulevard.
We're here in Southport on Highway 77.
Live or work in Bay, Holmes, Jackson, or Washington County? You can be a member.
Join us. We'll take care of you.
Panhandle Educators Federal Credit Union.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop.
You can also check out our selection at Sunjammers Water Sports on Panama City Beach. Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
All right, welcome back. In late summer, we start getting these tournaments, these local fishing tournaments. They're a lot of fun and all. I try to keep you informed on all of them. And one coming up this weekend now will be down at Mexico Beach at the marina down there. They're having a big king mackerel tournament. And here's how we do in tournaments. If I hear about them, I know about them, I will announce it. If you want to have a poster or something, send me the poster, and I'll be glad to talk about it and let the folks know. So that one coming up this weekend. Now, the next weekend, speaking of sending me posters now, old Miller down at Sea Quarters, he don't miss out on it. He'll send me this announcement. This is a big Sea Quarters Marina Kingfish shootout. It is going to be next weekend, August the 4th and 5th. First place will be $5,000 for the big kingfish, and the prizes are, they're going to award like 10 different spots if you look there. I mean, you can be in the money, and but the most important, seriously, the most important thing, look right there, is that all the proceeds go to the Leukemia Research Foundation. So far in 8 years, they've donated $630,000. That's phenomenal for a little small town like Carabel, and those guys down there work so hard, and it's just Jimmy, Mr. Crowder, and that whole staff. It's really just impressive, and just a fun weekend. I just look forward to that every year, and we lucked out last year, and we're going to see what we do this year. So I want you to be aware of it. And also, then at the end of August is the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association tournament, and we'll talk more about that later. But they'll have one I think about the last weekend of that. I'll get those dates to you later. Okay. And speaking of fishing, I was talking to Bobo Hobbs the other day. And I fished with Bobo a couple of times a year. And snapper season ended last Monday. And we were talking about the importance of snapper just to the fishing, to the economy, to the captains. And I'm going to give you a great example now of what Bobo was talking about. We had, I was saying, I talked to him maybe on a Tuesday, and I talked to him a couple of times. But they were hitting 60 people a day on those head boats, averaging about 60 people a day, Monday through Sunday. I mean, just load them up during snapper season. When snapper season ended on that Monday, next day they had 5 people waiting in line to go. So you can see where the economy, the fishing captains and economy are solely based a lot of times on what that red snapper is doing. Everybody got word. There was a great year in red snapper. A lot of folks started coming out of woodwork, and they've had a great season. I know it wasn't a season as long as everybody wanted, but it's still a great season. And I go back. I was going to. I do this on occasion. I'll show you the cover of my book. When I did my book, I was trying to, and I designed the cover myself, but I only put one fish on the cover. And I did that for a reason, because even back, our heritage dictated that what the folks wanted. The money fish was the red snapper. That was a big money fish. And I put it, so that's right up at the top, right up there, that old pile of red snapper. And then I also wanted, of course, the three families on it. Each family, that's Captain Davis. I wanted each captain to have his boat on there. So I did all that, but I wanted to take and I wanted a boat that was built here locally. And that boat there in the middle was the Martha Lillian. It was built over there right by the Tyndall Bridge. So when I did that, I took just the cutouts, everything down to Dallas Strickland. I'm not an artist, but in my mind, I knew what I wanted on that cover. I knew I wanted that red snapper. I knew one of those 3 captains. So I actually cut out pictures and everything, put it like a little 3rd grade project, and I had it all taped together and written out everything what I wanted. So I took it down to Dallas, who owns Garment Gear, where we get our T-shirts and everything from. I've known Dallas since he was a little boy. I knew he was a great artist, so he was the one to put the cover together. The point being, though, even way back then, the fish that folks ate, and I spent 3 years researching this, and I just got the feel of what everybody did. The eating fish was a mullet and a mackerel. That's what they were eating, all the early pioneers and all. But the money fish was a red snapper. And that's what's going on today. The money fish is a red snapper, and that still brings them down. So just wanted to share that with you, how important the red snapper is to our local folks and all. Okay? Now, let's jump to another subject real quick. We talk about this a lot. ATVs. Be so careful on ATVs, on 4-wheelers and all. This is a picture of a little 3-wheeler. I don't think they even make 3-wheelers anymore. I know a lot of them are out there, but a little accident here. This is out of the Calhoun Liberty Journal. I just want to show it to you. Just be careful on this right here. This ATV hit the mailbox, flipped over, and it hurt. It wasn't anything serious, but it hurt the driver. It had to fly up to Tallahassee to the doctor at the hospital up there. So remember, on these ATVs, you can't drive those alongside the roadway. Obviously, that was in violation of the law. Sometimes you see them. It's illegal to drive them on the roadway there. And the only place legally to drive those ATVs, if it's not on a commercial track, of course, would be on your own private land or the national forest. That's the only legal place to drive an ATV, so just be aware of that, okay? So let's take our first break, and we'll be right back.
Clay O'Neill's Land Clearing. When you need land clearing, pond digging, road building, or any type of excavation, Clay O'Neill's Land Clearing is fully equipped to handle it. If the job is big or small, he covers it all, serving the Florida Panhandle from Madison County to Escambia County. He's just a phone call away. Hey, thanks, Clay, for another job well done.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed, they build dairy feed, they make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want over to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
AMW Trailers, Austin Machine Work, trailer repair of all kinds. Folks, you always need to check your wiring. This is a great place to get it done, right here. Trailers of all sizes. Folks, check out this all aluminum trailer. This is what they specialize in over here at AMW. You get one of these, you won't need to get another one. Going down in a big, blue, beautiful building in downtown Millville. Get you one of those new aluminum trailers and get yours fixed right here at AMW Trailers.
When you stop by Blue Water Outriggers, you will find everything for your outdoor adventure. Stock up on all your favorite brands and shop for some of the latest outdoor gear and accessories. You can also shop online and have your orders delivered straight to your home. Our flagship store is nestled right off of Highway 98 in the Port City Shopping Center, just steps away from the Port St. Joe Marina. You will love our selection, our prices, and our friendly service.
All right, welcome back. Got some good stuff coming up. We're going to start off with this picture here. I was in the windows, my wife and I, the other day, and this lady walked up to me and said, "You have that TV show on fishing." And that's Janelle Christensen on my right, and this is her niece, Jade. And Jade was telling me that her dad, Brent, up there in Youngstown, he watches the show every morning. They want to get a picture taken, and so we took that picture of each one of us, and I appreciate them coming up to me, appreciate them watching the show, and anytime you see me somewhere, come up to me and we'll talk and visit. I love to meet the new people that watch the show and all, and it's just it's exciting to me just as much as it is exciting maybe to you and all. I also want to say a good morning to David and Becky Lord. I met them the other day at the rehab center, and my mom's over there, and their mom's over there, so we met in the hallway there and had a good discussion. They watch the show every day, so I appreciate that. I really do. Okay? Now, so don't be shy. Come up to me and we'll talk. I like talking. My wife says I talk too much sometimes. Now, we have this DVD that we advertised on the show and all, and our own Jeff Peck. Jeff is about 3 men in one. He's a cameraman, director, producer, and he just keeps me straight and everything going on, and great work with the camera all the time, very professional. And he put this DVD together, and it's called A Walk Through Nature. And I wanted to take a little segment out of it because a lot of times we take for granted the beauty that we have around it. And Jeff was able to capture this in his video. And I know a lot of y'all may not have seen it, so we're going to run a segment out of it. We're going to start off we start off first like in Wakulla Springs. And all this is in the Panhandle. We're going to start with Wakulla Springs, and then we'll go to Pensacola and down to St. George Island and over to Destin and then over to Terrell State Park. And it just goes back and forth between the coastline and the woods and the springs and all. And it does a professional video. And he's going to have, you can buy these, he's going to run a special on for $9.95. And what I do, I get them a great Christmas gift and all. Of course, I have one at my place and all, and we just love it. And sometimes you want to just sit around and relax and just look at nature at its finest. Jeff has done a great job of capturing this, and it's great photography. And I just want to but we're going to run about like a 7-minute segment off this and just let you just sit back, relax, start the week off right, and look at the beauty of the Florida Panhandle. All right, let's roll with this, Jeff.
think of a successful hunting season, two things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short frame and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
Are you still waiting to do something with your IRA, 401k, annuities, or other investments?
My dad has an economics degree from Vanderbilt University, and he helped me with my homework. A lot of people call themselves financial planners, but my dad passed a board exam to be a certified financial planner. He's very easy to talk to, and he spends a lot of time with me.
To my existing clients, thank you for your friendship and loyalty through these uncertain times, and to everyone else, don't wait until it's too late. Call me today and let's see if I can help.
Bill Kramer needs to buy vehicles outright or take them in on trade. Our pre-owned business is great, and we need your vehicle this week to supplement our pre-owned inventory. Get a 15-minute no-obligation appraisal. We're buying Fords, Chevys, and Cadillacs. We're buying Toyotas, Nissans, BMWs, and more. You name it, we'll buy it. All years, all models. Nothing too old, nothing too new. Bill Kramer is buying them all, and we will not be outbid at Bill Kramer's Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
Hi, welcome back. Now, I know you enjoyed that. You see what I mean by being professionally done and just pure beauty. And he was able to capture that beauty. A lot of us can see it, but it's hard to capture on photography and all. But just certain people have a talent to do that. And Jeff has done a great job. Jeff is really my right-hand man. So, get a hold of Jeff. He's got it across the screen. And get some of those DVDs and give them as gifts and all, especially if you got some folks up north and all that when the winter coming up and all, you want to send it to them. This is what we're doing. Tell them this is what we're doing now. But anyway, go ahead and get that if you would. Now, Express Lane Fishing Game Forecast. Let's take a look at it. We're talking about our times today from 4:01 to 6:01 this morning. We've already just passed that, but this afternoon, excellent. If you get off work at 4:25 to 6:25. 4:25 to 6:25, brought to us by Express Lane, American-owned and American-operated. I was thinking we're going to start the week off right. We want to give away something. I was thinking one of the most popular things we have are these pink caps. Ladies love these pink caps. Now, guys, you can win one too, but you might want to give it to your wife. But pink cap. All right, we're going to give one away. Let me get out a pickle jar. Like I say, you can enter this contest anytime. We'll do stuff at random sometimes. I just want to start the week off right. I'm going to go down here way down here to the bottom. So I know this name has never been drawn before. And it has to be a guy, Jeff Arant. Jeff, I'm sure your sister or your mom or daughter or wife would love this pink cap, Jeff. Well, you're welcome to wear it too. Jeff Arant. All right? I know that family there. So here you go, Jeff. Give me a call and about picking it up and all, if you would. All right, pink cap on that. Okay? Now, we were talking the other day. Remember Ronnie Groom was on the show. We're going to do a flashback. Ronnie Groom was on the show the other day. And we were talking about different things you can do with archery, and I mentioned one of the most popular things is bow fishing. A lot of people don't do it, but I've done it. And I started way back as a kid, even as a teenager. We would go to this place, Teloja Creek, the trestle across Teloja Creek, and I found this old black and white picture the other day, and you could shoot the gars. That is me. That's me, and on the right side of the picture, that's the gar on the left side, in case you're having trouble identifying us. But that railroad bridge, you go across Teloja Creek, and I would stand up there and shoot down. And those little guards would be sitting up on top of the water. And as a teenager and even as a young man there, I used to have a lot of fun doing it. And we just, a lot of times I go by myself. Most times I go by myself. Sometimes I take a buddy with me. But that's what we were talking about the other day. Okay? So, and you still can do it today on the Choctawhatchee River, Teloja Creeks and all, but you want to get up high so you can shoot down. And we'll talk more about it. But bow fishing is a lot of fun. talking outdoor tip of the day. I was trying to think of something last night to give you something to do, outdoor tip, and especially in the summertime when the weather's hot and all. And I was thinking, you know, really, when it's really hot outside and all, and you don't want to still want to do something outdoors, get some of your game calls and practice your game calls. So that's your outdoor tip for today. I was digging up, especially your duck calls, your deer calls, and this is one of my old ones here. But you can practice doing it, especially if it's okay with your wife. If not, you might want to get back on the patio, back out in the heat and all, but do it late afternoon. But really, seriously, summertime is an excellent time to practice your turkey call, your duck call, and your deer call, okay? That's outdoor tip number one. Outdoor tip number two, I was thinking about this too because I did it myself recently. Clean out your truck toolbox. Clean it out and start putting sort of re-nourish it. Start putting some fresh stuff back in there. The old rope I had in there was twisted and had oil on it and everything else. So I got some new rope put in my truck toolbox, and just sort of refurbish your truck toolbox. Get all that mess out of there, because I know a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's two outdoor tips that a good outdoorsman will take care of in the summertime and get ready for you, so you don't have to use your time in the winter during hunting season and all, that when you're looking for something in that truck toolbox, I should have cleaned this thing out. You know what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to wrap things up, folks. As always, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you watching the show, how much I appreciate you supporting our sponsors, and get a lot of great feedback, and we do appreciate it. So you just have a great day today, and sometime today you do something good for somebody, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.